again. My name is Alec Pantoja. This is the second ever episode of Just Talkin. I want to thank you for inviting me back into your home or your car or your office area or office space. Good movie. Anyways, today will be slightly different. My guest today I did not invite, but they insisted that they come on, not to imply that I wouldn't have invited them. But anyway, yeah, here we go. My guest today, Mr.
Turdellum Bronconius, master of the arcane arts, purveyor of mystery and wonder.
Oh, wow, sorry.
Yes, I apologize for the interruption, but I suspected that you would not speak my name with the gravitas that it deserves. So rather than let you mess it up, I chose to take matters into my own hands. And here we are. You may speak now, child.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were done there or not, but now that I have the floor, we can get on with my questions. You are a wizard, that is correct?
Yes, wizard is the technical term, though I do find it to be quite boring. That's why I prefer master of the arcane arts. Not to mention that any half-right wizard that can conjure a fireball is given the rank of wizard. Not like the old days where you actually had to earn your title. These bureaucrats ruining everything, I swear.
Bureaucrats? That's interesting. Forgive me for my lack of familiarity with your line of work. Would you mind expanding on that just a little bit?
Of course, I apologize. I forget that you non-magical folk tend to not pay attention to matters that are outside your own realm. All wizards, warlocks, witches must report to the Department of Magical Affairs.
And how exactly do you fit into this Department of Magical Affairs?
I am a senior dispatcher within the Association of Quest Givers.
So, just to expand a little bit, what is it exactly that you do?
My job is to find and convince local adventurers to undergo grand quests of bravery and intrigue, to conquer the greatest of villains with acts of cunning and heroism, to plunder ancient depths in search of long-lost treasure, to retrieve important packages from the lockers of Amazon.
That is quite interesting. How exactly do you go about finding these adventurers, as you put it?
Well, typically I sit in taverns looking mysterious, toying with my crystal ball until the adventurers approach me. But it seems that the barkeeps have started to catch on, imposing a bullshit 2-drink minimum, so I have started to change up my tactics just a little bit, and I must say it has pumped up my numbers significantly.
What exactly is it that you've been doing differently?
I am taking the quests to the people.
You're being more proactive. That makes sense to me.
Yes, exactly. Why wait for them to come to me when I can take the adventures to the people, traveling to populated locales, casting the widest net possible.
And where is it that you go?
Parking garages, sporting events, local libraries, even outside of public restrooms.
Specifically outside.
I've had altercations with authorities. Apparently my technique is just a little too aggressive for them, so they have banned me from entering into public restrooms inside the great state of California.
I didn't even know they had the legal authority to do something like that.
Apparently I'm the first.
So I have to ask, what exactly is this technique that the police or whatever other law enforcement agency is deeming as being too aggressive?
It is quite simple. I spot my mark. I quickly approach them wearing my grand wizard robe, holding my wooden staff, and I say to them, "Hark, noble citizen, dost thou seek a life of adventure and mystery? Can you imagine trying to take an extra quiet mall food court BM and being hit with that? Your reaction is either to agree out of sheer fright or to start panic-throwing rolls of toilet paper."
Dear Lord.
The idea is to really just corner people, strike when they are at their most vulnerable.
I have to admit, this sounds like borderline stalking.
Yes, it is a thin line, but I walk it hard.
I mean, it's a much more confrontational style than before. Now, I feel like I already know the answer to this question, but why exactly did you want to come on my show?
I'm here to share a quest with the airwaves, to send these words far and wide in hopes of finding eager heroes longing for purpose and pursuit.
And what does this quest entail exactly?
It is only for the bravest of heart, for those that are willing to place themselves in front of danger for the good of humankind. It is to look evil in the eye and say, no longer will you rain your malcontent upon the peoples of this land.
Wow. That sounds quite serious.
Serious, indeed. For one must cross the sea of lava spiders, solve the Sphinx's riddle, traverse the freeway of 405, and slay the Lakeview Demon.
Oh, my. So, what exactly is this Lakeview Demon?
The Lakeview Demon is the spawn of an unholy pact, created by a union between two imbeciles who knew not the powers that they meddled with.
So, just to get the story straight, two people accidentally summoned a demon from the depths of hell, correct? I gotta say, I'm surprised I haven't heard of this before. Where exactly is this Lakeview?
One must make their way along the northern passage of the 405, exiting upon the 22 towards the 7th Street. From there you will see resting upon the horizon the cursed ruins of Lakeview. A pitiful excuse of walls and windows that those in power dare to call a place of rest. A place where only the malcontents of the land may find comfort. A place where dreams go to be swallowed whole and then spit out. A place where not even the temperature of the water remains consistent, rapidly switching between scalding hot and freezing cold, turning every shower into misery.
I am gonna take a stab in the dark. Is it possible that you live there?
Yes. I am in fact one of the tenants that has refused to surrender to the evils that stake their claim at the Lakeview Apartments. I will not be defeated by the Lakeview Demon and his matriarch like so many before me.
So you're talking about one of your neighbors.
Neighbor is a word that is saved for those that are kind at heart, for those that you can call upon in a time of need, for those that keep their television at an appropriate volume and respond to your voicemails, for those that do not write passive-aggressive notes and leave them upon my abode as if she is nailing a royal decree to the door of some peasant.
Whoa, Turdellum, I don't know how comfortable I am with you, advocating for someone to kill some woman that you live next to.
First lesson, boy. Never interrupt a wizard. But for your information, it is not Amber that is the true problem here. It is the creature that has crawled out of her wailing cavern that scorches the land. A poor excuse for a boy that has gestated over 11 long years into a demon that would make Beelzebub blush.
An 11-year-old boy. What could he have done to warrant such a response like this from you?
The little shit keeps using my hide key to break into my home and steal magical artifacts. Just 2 weeks ago, he stole a very rare crystal that was gifted to me from the High King of the Elements himself, and you know what he did with it? He crushed it up because he thought it was drugs and tried to snort it. The little bastard was sneezing lightning bolts for hours.
Well, it sounds like he learned his lesson at least.
You would think so, but when I accosted him, I told him that he should not trifle with powers that are greater than himself. And you know what he says to me? He says, well, I got to 3rd base with an 8th grade girl, to which I say, fuck you, Jeremy!
I'm sorry, but I just think that it is my moral responsibility to stop you from searching for a hitman on my show. So I think this is where we're going to have to stop things, unfortunately. I thank my guest and I thank my audience. Goodbye, everyone.
And so you have decided to concede to the powers of evil. Disappointing. But I will not be silenced. I will be...